The Consulting Success podcast is powered by the Clarity Coaching Program. If you'd like to work directly with the Consulting Success team and receive personal coaching and support to optimize and grow your consulting business, marketing, and revenue, visit consultingsuccess.com to find out more and apply.
Welcome to the Consulting Success Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Zipursky. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into the world of elite consultants, where you'll learn the strategies, tactics, and mindset to grow a highly profitable and successful consulting business.
If you want to win more consulting proposals, stop focusing on the consulting proposal. Yes, there is a structure that works when it comes to an effective consulting proposal, but your business is not won in the proposal. Your business is really won way before the proposal. This may rub some people the wrong way, but it's a truth and it's really important. If you want to win more consulting proposals, stop focusing on the consulting proposal. Yes, there is a structure that works when it comes to an effective consulting proposal, but your business is not won in the proposal. Your business is really won way before the proposal. So what do you want to focus on? You want to focus on having a meaningful consulting sales conversation with your ideal client. You want to really dig into understanding their situation, their problems, the extent and impact of those problems, their desires, their goals, what they see as being valuable, and really getting clear on what that value means for them personally, for their organization, for what they care about, and the impact that the project can have. That's what you want to be focusing on way before you even think about a proposal. One thing that I see consultants unfortunately do wrong quite often is that they spend too much time trying to use the proposal as the way to win the business, right? They think that they need to convince and persuade somebody in the proposal. Well, that's the wrong place to do it, because your proposal should really have very little new information. If you're introducing all new ideas and lots of new kind of, insights and strategies or tactics that your ideal client, the buyer, doesn't know about, well, what's going to happen? The first thing is they're going to look at it and they're going to have a whole bunch of questions for you, right? There's nothing wrong with questions, but if you want a proposal that moves business forward quickly, then don't create new questions that your ideal client, that buyer, has in the proposal, right? You want them to look at the proposal and go, okay, here's what we talked about. Here's some, this all lines up. I see the value here, and sign it and pay you and move forward. Well, the way that you do that is that you don't and should not create new ideas that they need now to consider or think about. Don't try and sell in your proposal. You want to sell, you want to communicate value before the proposal, so that the proposal is really just the simple kind of final step to ensure that you are both on the same page. There's no kind of new information and nothing misunderstood, but the table to move forward, the plan to move forward is agreed by both parties. It's to formalize, right, the kind of the consent and the acceptance that both of you are playing from the same place, that you're on the same team and that you know what needs to happen. Of course, your proposal should focus on some best practices or include some best practices, sections like what is the return on investment, what is the value, what is the role, the responsibilities, what is the real problem, the real reason, the real goal for even beginning this engagement. Right? There's lots of sections like that. If you want a template or more information on what a successful consulting proposal looks like, go to consultingsuccess.com. We have a whole template there for you and you can go through in detail. But really why I wanted to make this video here today is to share with you that if you're thinking that you're going to win business from your proposal, think again. Because I've seen a lot of people who go and get quite excited about, I'm talking to somebody here, they've asked me for a proposal, and then the inevitable happens. They'll send the proposal and then crickets, right? You don't hear back from that buyer and you wonder what went wrong. Well, what went wrong in most cases is that you rushed, right? You tried to move too quickly from initial conversation to sending a proposal, and you relied on the proposal to do the selling for you, to do your kind of your marketing, your convincing, your persuading, right? To make your case. That's the wrong place for that to happen. You want to engage in a meaningful consulting sales conversation with the buyer before you send a proposal. You want to make sure that you're on the same page, that you've kind of dug deep into the value and what happens if they don't move forward, and really what's on the table before you move to a proposal. And you should only move to a proposal when the buyer has signaled to you, in fact told you very directly that yes, everything you've talked about makes sense, they're interested in moving to that next step, and you then use a proposal to lay out what are the options, what does the investment look like, but the contents of the engagement and what the issue is and the value, that should be conveyed in a conversation with the buyer. So slow down, focus on a conversation. Even if you have to go back to the buyer and have another conversation before sending the proposal, that'll typically result in a much higher rate of acceptance and success for you. If you want new insights and to be notified when a new video comes out, be sure to hit subscribe right now, that red button if you're on YouTube or LinkedIn, hit the follow button. And as always, welcome you to connect, to reach out. Love hearing from you. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Consulting Success Podcast. For more episodes and to subscribe, rate, and leave a review, head on over to iTunes. And if you'd like to develop consistent lead flow and a highly profitable consulting business, learn more about our coaching programs at consultingsuccess.com.